Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good to see everyone. My name is Muthia Ananta, and I'm a 19 years old college student at STK IP Pasundan majoring in English education. Well, let me start our talk today with this. Can you imagine you're a 16 years old teenagers and you just got your driver license and you're going out to a party to celebrate it with your friends. However, for some reason, you didn't pay enough attention to the road and you just hit another vehicle hardly. Two of your friends are died on the scene and your other friends have been in serious injured. Can you imagine about yours? Sad but true, this is a reality for 1,000 teenagers each year. A 16 years old driver is 3 times more likely to had an accident than a 17 years old driver. 5 times more likely to had an accident than an 18 years old driver. And twice as likely as an 18 years old driver. An ongoing topic debate of the safety world has been whether the minimum driving age should be raised, lowered, or even just still. Typically, drivers need to be 16 or 17 to drive alone. There are many people, including politicians and safety experts, that want to raise the minimum age drivers to 18. In the vast majority of states, the legal, unsupervised driving age is 60. The youngest legal driver are in South Dakota at 40 years and 6 months old, while the oldest minimum age is set at 17 years old in New Jersey. In Pennsylvania, the minimum unsupervised driving age is set at 16 years old and 6 months. While in Indonesia, to obtain a driver license, they should be at least at 17 years old. Personally, I believe that the minimum driving age should be raised to 18. Why? First, when looking at the overall maturity of teenagers, it is safe to say that raising the minimum driving age should be considered. Several countries have done studies on raising the driving age and found that the younger people start driving, the more likely they will crash. According to the Allstate blog, driving accidents are the leading cause of death for people under the age of 18. Due to the lack of maturity of the teenage brain, teens drivers are more susceptible to lapse in judgment, thrill-seeking behavior, mood swings, and impulse that have the potential to negatively affect their driving skill. If a teen's driving skills are negatively affected, a danger is posed not only to themselves, but the other driver as well. Second, another reason is 16 or 17 years old driver have little experience driving. It's been proven over and over that the longer you learn and practice something, the better you will be. Lack of experience is the number one reason why teens are in accident each year. The reason is 16 or 17 years old driver have not dealt with weather complication, construction zone, or even animals on the road, so they don't know how to react and how to handle the situation. In contrast, 18 years old driver who are older may have more driving experience and have learned to deal with this kind of situation. Also, they had 2 extra years to develop not only better physical reflex, but also better judgment and heightened maturity. An 18 years old driver may also have more time to learn about safer driving practices and learn how their action can impact others. Last, if young people are not permitted to drive, they will effectively forced into looking for alternatives to get about. This may mean that they are encouraged to use greener alternatives such as public transport, which is good, right? Instilling this idea at a young age could mean that they think about the environment, about the society, about the world they live in more in the future. Also, removing the option to drive will cause more teens to walk, ride bikes, or use other active options to get places. This could cut back on teenage obesity levels by providing more opportunities for them for exercise. In conclude, I could say that raising the minimum driving age to 18 could have lowered the overall rate of fatal crashes. Why? Because one, they were more mature, and two, they had more experience than a 16 or 17 years old driver. Also, it could be a good change to make teenage people more aware to the society and the world they live in, also to themselves. Well, guys, I'm sorry to say, but my watch says it's time to close. So, let me close our talk today with a question. Should we raise the minimum legal driving age? Thanks for your attention. May love always be with you and God bless you. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.